Hi, my name is Dan Krause, and today I want to talk about estate taxes and what does it cost to give someone something, either during your life or after you've passed away. But first, I want to remind you, if you'd like to get hold of our newsletter, you're very welcome, and you can get on our newsletter list by emailing newsletter@friendly.law. So my name's Dan Krause. I have an estate planning and elder law firm in Wisconsin. I'm also licensed in Illinois and Minnesota. Today, let's get to the question. What does it cost me to transfer assets on my death or during my lifetime? So that is a question that involves taxes and estate taxes and also the associated gift tax. So estate taxes are the tax that is levied on something that's transferred from a deceased person to a living person. And different states have different estate taxes, and I'm going to be talking about Wisconsin and the federal. So in Wisconsin, we're very lucky that there is no estate tax. There used to be, but now there is not effectively any estate tax in Wisconsin. So we just go by the federal. So I'm going to concentrate then on the federal. So in order for your estate to have an estate tax on it, currently there's an exemption amount, and that is $12.06 million in 2022. That's been going up since 2017, I believe it is, when they changed the law. So that when you pass away, you can pass up to $12.06 million dollars without any estate tax. That includes real estate, investments, IRAs, 401ks. Also, though, it includes life insurance and any other intangibles like patents or trademarks and all that. The value of everything that you pass is included in the estate taxable amount. If that value is less than $12.06 million, then you are in good shape. There's no estate tax, there's no tax to be paid. People inherit from you tax-free. That's great news. And in fact, that is the case for more than 99% of people who pass away. They have less than that as far as their assets go. The estate tax law is associated very closely with the gift tax law. If you give away more than $12.06 million this year, then that will be taxed. Anything over that will be taxed by 40%. Also, it would eliminate your ability to give anything on death without a tax, because the gift tax, if you uh, have a gift tax, it also means that you're going to have an estate tax, because you only get the 12.06 to give away during your whole lifetime or at death. So if you've already given it away during your lifetime, now you don't get the exemption at death. So the estate tax is a movable kind of an object. It's going up according to inflation right now, but the current law that we have has a sunset provision. So it's a temporary law. The sunset provision is going to sunset in the end of 2025. So on January 1st, 2026, the estate tax is going to go down again, or the exemption. Sorry, the tax won't go down. The exemption will go down to about $6 million. We don't know exactly what that'll be, because we don't know what the cost of living increases are going to be, but it should be right around $6 million. 6.2 is somebody's guess. Some people say as high as 7 million. But in any case, unless Congress changes it, the estate tax exemption is going to be about half of what it currently is. So people who have between $6 and $12 million currently, or think that they may die with between $6 and $12 million, it's going to affect them. Even so, we still have less than 1% of people who will die in a situation where they have more than $6 million. Many of my clients come to me and they ask, well, what's it going to cost in taxes to transfer my house to my children? And the answer is it's not going to cost anything, because the fact that you don't have millions of dollars in this case, you can transfer as many assets as you want. Now, if you transfer during your lifetime, there are certain drawbacks to that. But one of them is you may have to pay to have a gift tax return prepared. Now, that's not the same as paying a gift tax, but anytime you give one person more than $16,000 in any calendar year, you have to file a gift tax return to tell the government, hey, I gave more than $16,000. And what they do with that information is they take whatever amount you gave above 16,000 and they subtract it from that 12 million that you can give at death. So that if you give $1 million away this year, the government's going to note that down and keep track of that, because you're going to file the gift tax return. And then on your death, they're only going to let you give away 11 million instead of 12, because you've already used up some of your exemption by giving a gift. So that is just a little bit about estate and gift taxation. Hopefully that has cleared up some misconceptions about a tax being levied on all estates or all gifts that you make. Most of the time it's not. So please, if you have any questions about this or concerns, please give us a call. We'd be happy to answer questions. 608-268-5751. Thank you.